My name's Gemma Hunter. I'm the Handicap and Course Rating Manager for England Golf. The CSS calculation is now going to include Category 4 men. This will make the calculation more reflective of the whole field. As we know, the average handicap of the male golfer in the UK is around 18. So technically we have been missing a number of golfers out of the calculation, which has had a tendency to lower the CSS. Analysis from the CDH has shown, apart from Category 4 men with a handicap of 28.0, Category 4 players are quite stable in their performance, which is why we are confident we can include them in the CSS calculation. For the same reason, we can't include Category 5 ladies because of their instability in their scoring patterns. This will be an algorithm which is built into the handicap software and will give you a recommendation when a player is returned 54 holes worth of scores. The software will then give you a figure based on a simplified version of the annual review. It has been found that newly allocated handicaps are slightly higher than they should be, and you tend to find that within the first 6 months, players drop quite dramatically. This concerns players that have left golf club membership for a period of time and what we do with their handicaps when they return to golf. For new players that have previously played at another club, it is important to obtain their CDH number because wherever possible we need to maintain their handicap record so that we can check whether the player has played in 3 qualifying competitions in the previous handicap year. If they have, this could mean that they are entitled to keep their C status. CDH numbers after October 2014 will no longer be deleted and they will be available on the central database. If a player has left prior to this date, their number may have been deleted. If they have their number, it may be possible to reinstate. To further assist the tracking down of CDH numbers for players who have moved clubs, the CDH will now list previous club membership to help limit the number of names returned. Examples include if a player leaves a golf club in June 2015 and he has already played in 4 qualifying competitions before deciding to leave and not rejoining until the start of this year. This particular case, the player has already played in at least 3 qualifying competitions and would retain his C status. He would keep the same CDH number and keep his current handicap. The player would not be required to return any scores. Or a player who hasn't played golf for a full calendar year and hasn't been a member of a golf club for more than 12 months. The player then decides to rejoin a club. We don't know at this point if their handicap is reflective of their current ability. In the current system, we would carry on using the same CDH number, but the player should return 54 holes worth of scores and be allocated a new handicap under clause 16. It is at this point that you would take into consideration the handicap previously held by the player. To reinstate or retain a competition handicap, you only need to return 3 qualifying scores. These can be either 9 or 18 hole qualifying competitions or now 9 or 18 hole supplementary scores. You do not need to return 54 holes worth of scores in this instance. This section of the manual remains unchanged. Only players with a disability handicap higher than 28.0 or 36.0 will carry the C status.